sports fans, hey, there's a final clip. We got it done. Yeah, pretty much took me all day, but I don't know, about 6 hours total. It's because I'm not a professional mechanic. I go slow. I try to do everything right. I think things through, and I try to be meticulous, and that just takes time. If you wanted me to help you work on your twin turbo and you go, hey, I've got to have it done by 3, I'm probably not the right guy for you. But if you're someone, you want someone to come help you that's going to try to do it right the first time, not have to redo it, be able to trust their work, then I'm your guy. So we're going to come down, pan down here. We're going to get on the creeper, kind of hang with me for a second. Not really good at this filming thing, and show you what we've done. So come underneath the car here. There you're looking at our awesome Z-Speed splash guards. I highly recommend anyone that has a twin turbo or a Z32 to get those. They're worth the money. They protect the front end, and as you can see, we have brand new fender guards. Those are super expensive because they're OEM, but we have them. And so if you come back over here, you'll see these lines that are running back and zip tied. Those went to the front of the car. They kind of snaked around through the engine compartment there and went up in the nose where the oil cooler used to be. What we've done is there's the transmission. We've routed them back around, found some places we actually found a bracket that, not sure what that was for. At one point it came off the Z during upgrades. We got a bracket there that we could really get our zip tie our bundle to, and then we come on back and you'll see there's the transmission filter, and there's the transmission cooler with the lines attached. Yes, we did lose some fluid didn't get in our eyes, but got all over everywhere. That's about the best we're going to be able to do for now. It's a temporary fix. I'd like to fabricate a shield to go over it. I think that's a great location. Yes, it is behind the tire. If the tire hit a rock just right, it could throw it into the cooler, but the cooler's horizontal. It's not vertical, so it's not presenting that much of a target. And if you'll look, now we're going to come around here a little more. If you look, we've got that mounted on some brackets that we found that allow, sorry for the camera jerking, it allows for, it's a gooseneck type bracket. It allows for the cooler to sit down a little bit. It's not up, it's not flush with the bottom of the car and the floor pan. So what that lets us have is air flowing over the top and bottom, and that's what we wanted. We just went to our junk drawer, so we keep every single part that ever came off this car in Ziplocs. We tag them, and when we need something, we just pull those out, start going through them, and inevitably we find something that works exactly perfectly for what we want. So that's the current solution. It's temporary. It's certainly going to get the job done for what we need, which is to be able to go cruising tomorrow night. We're going to cruise to Twin Peaks for the kickoff for King of the Road 2023, and then we'll be at Thunder Valley Raceway about 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. We'll be cruising down to Apache, Oklahoma with all the cruisers, and then we'll be coming back to Thunder Valley Race Park, TVRP, for the car show at 2 o'clock. Starts at 2, trophies at 4. So hopefully Little Red does well. We're going to enjoy the cruise, and hopefully Little Red gets recognized and gets one of their amazing trophies. And if we get one, we'll certainly go pro and show it to you. But this is the end of this particular adventure. What's coming up next, I'm going to pan up and get up off the creeper and finish the video. I'll try to keep showing you the car. So that's the Z up in the air on Daytona 3 jacks, which are fantastic. But what's coming up next, we've got on order, supposed to be here today, a triple gauge pillar. and we have a AEM boost gauge coming. So what we've got now, I'll just go ahead and pan around here and show you. What we've got now is we had this single pillar set up. You can see that was an HKS or a G-Ready boost gauge that was installed way back probably 30 years ago when they did the Stillen upgrades to this car. What we have in it now, we deleted that out. It was not connected anyway. That's an AEM GPS speedo that does work. We chose that location. It's great. You just glance over. The speedo and the Z quit, as many Z fans and twin turbo and Z32 platform people know, the speedos can just quit. And I took the gauge cluster completely apart, took it out, took the speedometer circuit board out, desoldered and resoldered everything, still nothing. So decided to go with the AEM GPS speedo. I love it. It's extremely accurate. And what you're going to see here in the next project, we've got a triple pillar. It's going to have 3 gauges in it. It's going to be the AEM GPS speedo, an AEM boost gauge, and then over here you see the Zytronics ZT4 air fuel ratio gauge. That's going to also be mounted in the triple. So all of our aftermarket gauges will be right here lined up. I'm not sure what sequence we're going to put them, but probably leave the speedo right there. I like it low and close to the instrument cluster as possible. So watch for that. Hey, thanks for watching this tech kind of how-to. It really was how to not delete your auxiliary fan in the first place, but we're able to get it back in without taking the Stillen GTZ R Generation 1 front fascia that you're seeing now. We did not want to remove that. It's not a horrible thing by yourself. It's chances of getting it scraped up or dropping it are greater than getting it off, but it's just extra work. It's an hour for me and a 2 hour taking off, an hour putting it back, because you want to get it lined up and all the seams perfect. So we didn't do that. We removed the nose panel. We got in there. We managed to get the, of course, we removed the cold air intake and the intake pipe, the rubber diaphragm pipe that comes from the intercoolers to the cold air intake. Pulled that out and we're able to get the OEM auxiliary fan that we painted red and left the fan blades and motor black installed. Everything's back together, and here in just a little while we're going to do a test fire up and test drive of the Z with the new relocated transmission cooler. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for giving love to little red, the baddest Z in the land.